Well, when I was a little boy, I used to play Mass, so it was kind of like something that everybody thought I would do. And throughout, pretty much throughout my whole life, I kind of was thinking in terms of priesthood.
Yeah, about 10 years ago back in high school is kind of when I first had that little spark, and it kind of just grew from there. And then like January, February of last year, 2010, is when I finally made the effort to apply and give the seminary and hopefully priesthood a shot.
I had a really good experience at World Youth Day in Toronto in 2002, and I wasn't thinking about priesthood at this time. I was only 16, but just when the Pope went by me, I had a great experience of grace, like just this realization that someone holy had went by me, and I was very inspired by that. Even at that time I wasn't thinking about priesthood, but I just had this sense that I wanted to live for God. When John Paul II died, that's more than anything really when I felt the Lord calling me to something, in my own little way, to try and make a difference in the world like he did.
When I very first walked into SJV, or St. John Vianney, I felt at peace there, and it wasn't just a temporary thing, but rather it was a deep peace, and it's a peace which can only come from God, and it's a peace which actually makes me feel more at home in the seminary than I do at my own house. It is home, I think, because I know that at least for this time in my life, that's where God wants me.
I love learning about the faith and just growing in who God is calling me to be. I've felt, there's difficult days too, but I've felt very at peace at seminary. The Mass and prayers forms the structure for the day where you can really grow in your relationship with God and grow in the identity of your vocation. But it's also just, it's fun too. We have plenty of fun. We play sports, we watch a game, we hang out. It's very good fraternity, and it's something that I think will be really important even in the priesthood, to have that priestly fraternity.
My prayer life has grown tremendously, and my relationship with God has grown so much closer, and so much, and that's the one thing I've enjoyed the most about the seminaries. My prayer life has just grown by leaps and bounds.
Studying philosophy principally the first year, theology was then very readily graspable.
I know that every single day I had to work to be more close to God and to be working in my vocations really hard. But I am happy, and I am feeling that I have been called to be a priest.
It's a comfort to know that there are people back here at home that support me and financially and pray for me spiritually, because I can feel it. It's a real comfort and joy to know that.
Without you, it is not easy to continue our process. You had given us a lot of things, material and spiritual. So you are in my prayers.
That's the most important thing. Prayer is the most important thing. I think Father Benedict Groeschel says we work for a rich father. So I think money is always going to be there when the need arises, when the need comes. But prayers are so essential.
Do not underestimate the significance of the spiritual support, your prayers for us.
I would just like to say thank you, first of all, for your financial help, because we can't do this without you, and it's not something that we've merited. It's a pure gift from your generosity, and I'm very, very grateful, and know that the Lord will not be outdone in generosity. He will greatly reward you. And also, thank you for your prayers, because there's been times in the midst of seminary where I've been very aware that the prayers of others sustains me.
I've served now at Our Lady of Lake Huron, St. John's Essexville, and now I'm at St. Michael's in Maple Grove, and it has been wonderful. And so I know wherever the bishop ultimately puts me it will be equally wonderful. So I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome to the Bishop's Charity Golf Classic.